Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Chattanooga, Tennessee, where the Falcons are in the TSIAA semifinal match here against Grace Academy. I'm Will Shimon. Glad you could join us here on the Falcon Sports Network as we get ready to start tonight's game. Getting ready for the coin toss in the middle of the field. We have Easton Rorchi, Asher Hill, and Sebastian Crawford as the captains for the Falcons. Captains for the home team, Grace Baptist Academy. Number 2, Asher Prairie. Number 70. Toss is in the air. Let's see who won it. Get the official word here from the referee. It seems that the Golden Eagles won the toss and they will elect to receive. So they will have the ball first. Other captain, number 22, Talon Rogers. So getting ready to kick things off here. The Falcons and the Golden Eagles come in both with conference records of 1-1. The Golden Eagles won the contest between these two a couple weeks ago, or right before Labor Day, actually the 1st of September. We came down and played them here at Finley Field on the TCU or UTC campus. Right now, it looks like we are going to go straight into kickoff. So the Falcons will kick it off. We'll get the Golden Eagles out here on the field in just a second. Again, glad you could join us here on the Falcon Sports Network. Winner of this game will travel Saturday evening up to White House, Tennessee to take on CCS in the Middle School Championship game. Only 3 teams this year in TSIAA qualified for the tournament due to the fact that they played no high freshmen. Kickoff is an onside kick. Falcons come up, try to get it. It's going to be covered by the Golden Eagles. They'll have 1st and 10, somewhere around the 48-yard line. That is where they will bring out the offense. So they'll start close to midfield after the onside kick attempt by the Falcons. So Grace Academy at the 48 will take over here 1st and 10. They set the ball for play. They'll have 3 wide receivers in the game. Pistol formation here. They're going to send a man in motion. They'll hand it off to him. Falcons going to get to him in the backfield. Noah Erod there to make the tackle on Shepard Hayworth. It's going to be a big loss. So Noah Erod with the tackle. That's going to be a loss of, looks like about 5 or 6 yards. So 2nd down and 16 coming up after the 6-yard loss. Noah Erod did a good job getting in the backfield. That was a play they were able to gain big yardage on. Using Hayworth. Now send Hayworth in motion again. This time the quarterback's going to keep it. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw deep downfield. He's got a man wide open, number 22, and he is going to take it all the way down for the score. Talon Rogers with the touchdown for the Golden Eagles, and a defensive slip-up by the Falcons right there. Let the receiver get behind the defense as they were coming up to cover the run. And quickly, the Golden Eagles are on the board, 6-0. So Grace Academy gets the opening kickoff. They go 52 yards here. And now they will go for 2. Again, they spread everything out. The snap, quarterback keeper looking to throw again. Chase throws over the middle and tipped. And will fall incomplete and no good. So 6-0 your score. Grace Baptist with the lead, 7:14 to go here in the first quarter. Back with kickoff here in a moment on the Falcon Sports Network. The Falcons give up the big play, 57 yards. Caught by Talon Rogers. And the Golden Eagles quickly on the board, 6-0 here. Falcons getting ready to receive the kickoff. It'll be number 75, Ryder Isbara, to kick it away. It's a high pooch kick. Falcons will field it. Get a good return out of this. They will get close to the 45. And the kick returned by Silas Payne. And it looks like they'll mark it maybe about the 46-yard line. So the Falcons near midfield. This is where they will start their first possession of the game. No, Erod in the backfield. Come up to the line, I formation. Tight power formation for the Falcons. Handoff is to Erod. Erod slides through the middle. He's got lots of room. Makes a couple of guys miss. He'll have a first down and more. As Erod will get the first down. Good start for the Falcons. Elijah Liput in at quarterback for the Falcons. 1st and 10 now in plus territory. Again, power formation for the Falcons. Hand off to Erod again through the middle. He will try to slide to the side, and he will not get much. Maybe 4 or 5 yards. 76 on the tackle. Don't have a name on the roster for that. I give Shepard Hayworth credit for the tackle. Second down, about 6 to go. Handoff this time, bouncing to the outside. Going to get a first down out of it. Number 20, Lincoln Davis this time. And there is a flag at the very end. We'll see what this is. Personal foul again, targeting against the Grace Academy. That's going to move the ball 15 yards upfield.
Personal foul targeting on the defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
So that will move the ball up close to the 20-yard line. So now the Falcons will spread the offense out a little bit more. Quick pass here to the sideline. It's caught, heading toward the boundary, and going to be put down. And now another flag. I believe this one's going to be a face mask on Hayworth. We'll see. Catch was made by Liam McNeely. So the personal foul will take it half the distance to the goal. That'll put the ball inside the 10-yard line and should give the Falcons a 1st and goal from about the 6. So the Falcons will put it in play. Go back to the power I formation. Erod with it. Cuts back to the inside. Tries to get away. Will get bottled up. He won't get much. Maybe a couple yards. Inside the 5. Hayworth with the tackle again.
4-yard down play at 2nd and goal from the 2.
So 2nd and goal from the 2 for Erod. Again, Falcons line up. Power formation. This time Lippitt will keep it, go right up the middle, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. So the Falcons put 6 more on the board, or 6 on the board to tie the game up, and now the Falcons will go for 2 to try to take the lead here. Send a lone receiver to the outside. No one covering him right now. Defense seems to be a little confused. Lippett will keep it. He's going to run to the corner. Looks to throw over the middle. It's caught for the two-point conversion. Let's see who made the catch there. Was the tight end leaking on the back of the end zone. Try to catch the number here as soon as we can. I think he's already blended in with the rest of the team. But the Falcons get on the board. They convert the two-point conversion. They have an 8-6 lead. So both teams, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. So each team with a possession and a touchdown. Back with kickoff here in a moment on the Falcon Sports Network. 5:17 to go here in the first. Falcons will kick off. Brian Lombardo to kick off for the Falcons. Bring forward here to the near side. Lombardo's kick is going to be a line drive squib kick that will be touched and quickly brought down. Picked up by number 14, Haynes. And it looked like on the tackle was Harrison Humphreys and Noah Erod down there on the play. So let's see what the Falcon defense can do here after the kickoff. They will start from about the 34-yard line. That's where Golden Eagles will put it in play. Three wide receivers again in the game. Hayworth in the slot. They like to send him in motion. Quarterback keeper this time is going nowhere. Falcons bottle it up. That was Lucas Matthews on the keep. Maybe lost a yard. Maybe gotten back to the line of scrimmage, they'll say. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Number 80, Josiah Rogers, part of a host of Falcons getting in there to make the stop. And they did a great job bottling up the inside. Did not take the fake. They just can't let the receiver get over the top again like they had last time. So again, 3 wide receivers, man coverage. A little hitch on the outside. They'll let it go. Handoff inside. This time Falcons trying to rip the ball away. They swarm and bring down the runner, number 2, Asher Prairie. And I'll give Liam McNeely credit for the tackle there. And again, no gain as they just get back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 10 coming up for the Golden Eagles. 3:58 to go here in the first quarter. Base set, they'll bring the slot receiver Hayworth here to the near side. So as he goes, have a lot of grass on the outside, and now they get the Falcons to jump on the hard count. They spin Hayward in motion, and so the hard count, they got him, and the Falcons commit the offsides. That's going to give a free 5 yards to the Golden Eagles, make it 3rd and 5 now. Got to watch the ball. Hayworth in motion again. This time they give it to him. Hayworth in the backfield. Falcons get there to him. He's still fighting as he's been hard to bring down and continues to fight, and he's going to get enough for the first down. Hayworth would not go down as they get the ball up to the 45-yard line, and that's where the Golden Eagles, look, the face guard up is going to get called for pass interference. Sorry we lost the stream there for a minute. Just got it back. And the Falcons are going to be called for pass interference. Now be a 15-yard penalty. And it will be enough to give the Golden Eagles a first down. So they'll mark it from the previous spot. And so now the Golden Eagles are in Falcon territory at the 40-yard line. And now this time, let's see, is we had movement at the same time, but it was by the left tackle. Number 62, Matthew Campbell, started a little early. And so a 5-yard penalty will move him back. Now it will be 1st and 15 from the plus 45. 3:08 to go here in the first quarter. Snap to the quarterback. He's looking, throws across the middle, got Hayworth. Hayworth got some room, gets into the secondary and runs away from everybody, and he's going to score. 40-yard touchdown pass to Hayworth makes it 12-8 now. So now we'll see what the Golden Eagles decide to do here. I'm sure they will go for 2 again. Right into, you can see the setting sun there in our camera angle. Zoom in here a little bit. So another big play, pass across the middle. Hayward got it. The Falcons had a chance to bring him down. Just could not as he worked his way through the secondary. And now another pass attempt. Throw into the corner is going to be. And it's 5-10 for Rogers. It falls incomplete. And so the Golden Eagles get on the board again with their second touchdown and now lead by 4, 12-8. With 2 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the first quarter. Falcons will get the ball after the kickoff here on the Falcons Sports Network. You're starting to get a feeling right now it's going to be the last team with the ball that wins this game. That's what happened the 1st of September as the Golden Eagles scored on their last possession with seconds ticking off the clock to beat the Falcons.
Out the kick for the Golden Eagles, number 76, Josh Kress. Back deep for the Falcons. Number 2, Silas Payne.
Josh Press, and the kickoff by him goes down the sideline here. Stays in play. Falcons will have to pick it up. And now they'll say he was on a knee. Bo Yuzerski picked up the kickoff. They're going to say he's on the knee. They're going to mark it down close to the 10-yard line. So the Falcons, tough field position here to start their second drive of the game. It's a rough field position here for the Falcons. We're around 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Now the Falcons will line up. They'll spread out the offense just a little bit more. Not a power formation. Handoff. Going to get some yardage out of this. Looks like about 4 or 5. For the Falcons, Noah Erod on the carry. They'll give him a gain of about 6 yards, and now make it 2nd and 4. So the Falcons able to move the ball around. Push the line back and give Erod some space. Handoff again on the side here and going to be picked up and dropped. Liam McNeely, tackle made by Hayward. May have gained a couple of yards, make it 3rd and 2. So a big 3rd down here for the Falcons here on their second possession. Need to get at least a couple of first downs to try to move the ball down the field to get out of deep in their own territory here. Handoff looking to get to the side. Don't know if that's going to make it. It's going to be close. I don't know. May have gained a yard. So Lincoln Davis it's going to bring up 4th and 1 for the Falcons. So we'll see what the play call is here. 1:19 to go. Before that, we're going to get a timeout taken by the Falcons. So the Falcons will take their first timeout and talk about this as they trail 12-8 here with 1 minute and 19 seconds to go in the first quarter. Back with 4th down here in a moment on the Falcons Sports Network. Looks like the Eagles are going to crowd the line. They bring up all 8 men in the box. See what the Falcons do here. They take the snap. Looks like it'll be a quarterback sneak. Going to push from behind. See if they get it. Fall forward. It's going to be close. And they got enough, just enough for the first down. So a little bit, as they call it in Philly, the brotherly shove. As the Falcons, a little push from behind. And Liplet able to get across the line to gain. And so the Falcons get the first down here. Big first down. As that was a big gamble here in the first quarter for the Falcons. So now the Falcons huddle it up. We're under a minute to go. Falcons under center this time. Hand off to the right side. Gets away. Down the sidelines. One man to beat. Hayward may catch him. Got the angle. Going to knock him out of bounds. But that was a big run by Liam McNeely as he got to the outside. Gets across midfield. Down to about the 30-yard line. Let me mark him a little bit short at the 31, but that would be a big gain and a first down for the Falcons. Bobby Neely just got to the outside. He found some space, was able to run it down. Only Hayworth was able to run him down. Now the Falcons in business here in plus territory. Another bounce to the outside and cut back in. Great move. Falcons number 20. That is Lincoln Davis. As he's finally brought down by number 5, Lucas Matthews. But the Falcons get another first down. So now Falcons inside the 20 in the red zone. Down around the 14-yard line is where they'll put this ball in play. 25 seconds to go here in the first. See, the Falcons decide to punch it in here. Liplet looking at the sidelines for the play call. 10 seconds to go. Now the Falcons will snap it. Liplet, he'll keep it himself. Try to go around the edge. There to bottle him up was number 2, Asher Prairie. So stop for no gain, and that will do it for the first quarter. The end of one, the Golden Eagles lead at 12-8. However, the Falcons are on the move and threatening to take the lead back with second quarter here in a moment on the Falcons Sports Network. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock as the Lady Falcons Middle School volleyball team begins their quest for a tournament championship. They will be number 1 seed from the South. Will be taking on CCS, the Colts, at Ward Gymnasium. First serve is scheduled for 5 o'clock. If you can't make it out to see the action at Ward Gymnasium and support the Lady Falcons, you can support them here on the Falcon Sports Network. 12-8. Golden Eagles with the lead as we start the second 8 minutes. The Falcons, though, in the red zone. The 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, we're looking into the setting sun here on the right side of my broadcasting position. We're at Silverdale Baptist Academy is the field we're on. Grace Baptist still recovering. I'm talking to their administrators. They're almost ready. Now Noah Erod with it. Dancing into the secondary. Falls forward. See how close he gets. He will be close to a first down. Hayworth with the tackle, but not after Noah Erod picks up about 9 yards. So now it's 3rd and 1 inside the 5-yard line. So the Falcons will try to punch it in here. Davis in the backfield. Lippett under center. Takes the snap. Hand it off forward, and let's see if they got the first down at least. It looks like they did. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. As Easton Rorchi, number 50, the big man, took it from the backfield. So now the Falcons look to power it in. It looks like from across the way, looks like 1st and goal from around the 3. Erod again dotting the I. Lippett takes the snap, gives it to him. Erod slides his way through the defense and into the end zone for the touchdown. So the Falcons retake the lead at 14-12 with 6:47 to go here in the first half. So now the Falcons will go for 2 to try to stretch this out to a 4-point game. The whistle, play called in. It looks like Erod dotting the I. Power formation. Handoff to Erod. He gets in the middle, lunges forward, and he got in for the 2-point conversion. So Noah Erod, 6:47 to go here in the second quarter. The Falcons lead it 16-12. Back with the kickoff here in a moment on the Falcon Sports Network. Brian Lombardo about to kick off for the Falcons, now leading at 16-12. So both teams, 2 possessions for each, 2 touchdowns for each. The difference in the game right now, the Falcons have been able to convert both 2-point conversions and been able to stall out the Golden Eagles. Now this kickoff is going to go out of bounds on the far side, so that'll be a penalty. That'll move the ball up. And the Eagles will put it in play at the 35-yard line. So the Falcons drive the length of the field. They started their second possession inside the 10-yard line, went for it on 4th and 1 from the 18-yard line, got the first down, and then a big run by Liam McNeely to get him into position right after converting that first down. McNeely's run about 40 yards, as it was Shepard Hayworth who saved the touchdown at that point, but then the Falcons continued all the way down to score now. Golden Eagles with their third possession of the ball game. They'll send Hayworth in motion, try to get the Falcons to jump, and they are able to, as number 41, Jacob Stora, will move forward. Now he'll come out of the game and be replaced by Asher Hill. And so that 5-yard penalty is going to be a free yards for the Golden Eagles. 1st and 5 coming up. Matthews takes the snap. He'll hand it to the back in the backfield. He won't get much. Ellington Russum in on the tackle as the run by number 2, Asher Prairie. Maybe gains a yard. 2nd and 4 coming up. So the Falcon defense that time, they'll make a good stop in the center of the line. In fact, in the center of the line, they really, on the running plays, they've really been able to bottom up for the most part. It's been 2 big pass plays where they've made their scores. Long over the top where number 22, Talon Rogers, gets behind the defense, and then Hayworth just caught one in the middle of the field, and he's able to go. Now the Falcons are able to blitz in as they tried to set up the screen, and the Falcons get to the quarterback. Lucas Matthews forced him to throw the ball early and actually made contact as he threw it. He threw it behind the receiver. So 3rd down coming up. Let's see if the Falcons can get to 3rd down. Now they better watch here for the hard count. They go on 2. Don't give them the free 5 yards here. That would give them the first down. 3rd and 5. 5:56 to go here in the first half. The snap. Pass on the screen. That's going to fall incomplete, and so that is going to bring down a 4th and 5. And so now, see what the Golden Eagles try to do here. I would bet the first thing they'll try to do is get the free yardage on a hard count. So the Falcon defensive line is going to have to watch the ball here and not move. They will set up in what looks like a possible punt formation, but watch for the fake out of this. Nobody back for the Falcons. They're playing this safe. There's the snap. High snap. They will punt it away. It's a high punt that's coming over towards the sidelines. It's going to go out of bounds between the 40 and the 45. We'll see where they mark it. Nope, they're going to go forward even further. They're going to say at the 48, 49, maybe the 50. Actually, at the 50. So the kick sideways out of bounds. It's going to give the Falcons good field position here. Now the Falcons a golden opportunity, chance to go up by 2 scores. The Falcons will get the ball to start the second half. 5:52 to go here in the first half. Snap. Handoff McNeely. He goes left side. Coming up to get him was number 5. That's Lucas Matthews. Making the stop in the middle of the field. Gets a gain of maybe 4 yards, 3.5 or so. Actually, they'll only give him 3. We'll make it 2nd and 7. Falcons not in any hurry. Huddle up here. 5:20 to go. Single wide receiver down here at the bottom. Flip it under center. Gives it to Erod this time. Erod cuts it back in the middle. Bulls over a couple of guys. Still on his feet. Keeps it moving. Gets down to the 35-yard line. Actually, they'll mark him at the 36, but that'll be enough for another first down. Noah Erod on a big gain. And now a whistle as they have a timeout taken on the field by the Golden Eagles. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 remaining. Falcons up 16-12. 5:03 to go here in the first half. Back in a moment here on the Falcons Sports Network. Getting ready to restart here after the timeout by the Golden Eagles. Falcons with 3 wide receivers to the outside. Lippett takes the snap, looks to throw outside. He's got a man trying to make a couple of guys miss. Comes into the middle of the field, still dragging players. Tackled from behind. He will gain about 6 yards. And now McNeely, who was the carrier there, he's down on the field. Holding his arm or shoulder. This will be an injury timeout as the Falcons will come out to look at him. It looked like he gained more than did. Only gained 3 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 7 when we restart play. But right now they're looking at Liam McNeely. Got the catch. He got punched from behind. Looked like he's holding his arm or shoulder. May have fallen awkwardly. Liam McNeely's sitting up now. Looks like he's going to get to his feet. And he will walk off on his own power. So it was a gain of 5, 2nd and 5. They had moved the I think that the guy who was holding the chain here on the left side, he kind of scooted down to talk to his buddy holding the yard marker. So it was a gain of 5. Be about 2nd down. For the Falcons. Lippett sends the man in motion. He'll take the snap. Fake the handy outside. It's caught. Getting back the other way and the other side, and now a big hit. And another flag down. Catch made by Silas Payne. Now we'll see what the penalty is. As it was thrown at the side of the tackle. Going to get a personal foul, face mask against the Golden Eagles. And so that will mark off a half the distance to the goal penalty because we're inside the 30. So that will move the ball down inside the 15. Or actually, they're going to mark it all the way off maybe. They move it down from the sideline, may come back and move it back in. Looked like the penalty happened around the 27-yard line. Now the official is going to discuss it. We'll see where they end up marking this. They will back it up a little bit because it would be a half a distance to go penalty. So after conversation, looks like they're going to get the mark right. They will put it down inside the 15 at around the 13, which is about right. I think it was at the 25-26. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 12 for the Falcons. That's the third 15-yard penalty or personal foul penalty against the Golden Eagles. Now the Falcons try to spread the field out, heading for the sideline, going to be drugged down. May have lost a couple of yards. Erod with the carry. Tried to find the sidelines, couldn't get there. So now they'll shift the ball over to this side. Looks like maybe a loss of 1. Looks like the stick is behind the chains. So a 2nd and 11 coming up for the Falcons. 3:47 to go here before halftime. Lippett from the quarterback spot. Snap is bad. It's on the ground. Lippett's going to fall on it. So a break for the Falcons there. As the high snap, not able to be controlled, they're going to lose about 3 yards on it. So we 3rd down and about 14, 13 yards here. Looks like they can get a 1st down at around the 2-yard line. So this will be a big play for the Falcon offense as we go under 3 minutes. And now a whistle and a timeout's going to be taken by the Falcons. So the Falcons take their 2nd timeout. Back in a moment with 3rd down here on the Falcons Sports Network. Falcons up ready to put the ball in play. You're about 3rd and about 13. They get to the 2-yard line. They can get a 1st down without a touchdown. Right now you think they're going to gain about 7 or 8 yards, make it a manageable 4th down, or at least put it in position where Brian Lombardo may be able to try a field goal. Snap, look to throw. Looking across the middle of the field, got a man, it's tipped and intercepted in the end zone. Golden Eagles are going to bring it out. Looking for a block around the sideline and going to bring him down is Lippett. There is a flag on the play at about the 30-yard line on the return. So it'll go back from there. But the Golden Eagles come up with a big stop on the interception in the end zone with 2:42 to go before halftime. Now the official's discussing it. He'll probably back him up 10 yards. Flag sitting at about the 25-yard line. Well, let's see where they mark this off from. They're moving up. It may be against the Falcons if it goes from the end of the run. So big discussion here. Oh, but he's holding against the Falcons. So the hold against the Falcons will add 10 yards to the end of the run. So that'll move the Golden Eagles up to the 45-yard line. The only thing I think of the way the official must have seen it looked like both players were wrapped up. They're going to say the Falcons initiated the hold. And so now the Golden Eagles have a great opportunity here. They got good field position, starting out on their own 45-yard line to try to take the lead before halftime. So now play call up at the line of scrimmage. Matthews takes the snap. He'll keep it, try to get to the outside. Falcons come up and grab him and bring him down. Not much of a gain there. So number 55, Sam Buckhead, getting in on the tackle there for the Falcons. Maybe a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 coming up. We're under 2:30 to go here before halftime. Got to lean out here to see the clock, as it is to my right. Now the ball in play. Now they switch the receivers here. Set up, send Hayworth in motion. Matthews is going to roll out, looking. He's going to throw a deep ball. It's going to fall incomplete. Again, number 22, Talon Rogers, got behind the defense. Falcons had a chance, or Talon Rogers had a chance right then to get a big catch. It'll be another big play, but the Falcons able to stop it there. So now Falcons looking at a stop here, trying to get a stop here. 3rd down and 9. Snap now, whistles, and going to get a false start. That's going to back up the Golden Eagles even further. Make it 3rd and 14. So another chance for the Falcons here. 1:50 to go. They get a stop here. They might take a timeout. If they get a stop and the ball's in play, the best thing for them, if they could get an incomplete pass here, then they might force the Golden Eagles into a punt. So each team got touchdowns on their first 2 possessions, and the 3rd possession for each came up empty. Now, looking to throw screen across the middle. That's incomplete. That's what the Falcons needed right there. Incomplete pass. Let's see what Grace decides to do here. I mean, they punted on 4th and 5 from a similar position. I can't imagine they would go for it here on 4th and 14, but you never know. Looking to the sidelines, see what they decide to do. The clock stopped because of the incomplete pass with 1:46. The Falcons can get it back. They do have 1 timeout left to try to move the ball downfield, and now Grace Baptist lineup. Now watch for the count here. They may try to get a free 5. So watch the ball, and now whistle blows. Timeout taken by the Falcons. So the Falcons going to use their last timeout here, as they want to get their defense and make sure that they are lined up properly. Proper position. Probably want to remind them once again, watch the football here. Watch for the hard count to try to get a free 5 yards. Back with 4th and 14 here on the Falcon Sports Network. Fourth down and 14 coming up. Falcons have 2 down linemen. See what the Golden Eagles decide to do here. Got to watch the football. There's a snap. They are going to go for it. They're sending a man on a wheel route. It's going to be Hayworth. It is dropped. Hayworth had an opportunity to catch it. 2 Falcons out there defending. And so the incomplete pass will give it to the Falcons in pretty decent field position here. They'll have 1 minute and 45 seconds to work with. The Falcon offense will have to go 42 yards or thereabouts. So now they move the chains to set them up. Again, this is the middle school semifinal of TSIAA football. The winner of this game plays in the championship Saturday evening in White House against CCS. High snap. Ball's on the turf. Falcons will have to jump on it. And so Liam McNeely back in the game. Good to see him back there, but a big loss of about 6. It's going to make it 2nd and 16. Falcons do get the ball to start the second half, so we'll see what they decide to do here. The Golden Eagles do have 2 timeouts. It looks like the Falcons are not in a big hurry here. Let's see what the Golden Eagles decide to do after this play. Straight handoff. Noah Erod going to the outside, and now a late flag thrown around the 46-yard line. They're going to say a hold on the Falcons. We'll see what they decide to do. Looks like the Golden Eagles are going to accept the penalty. Boy, that was a late flag that came out. 10-yard penalty will move it back into Falcon territory, back to the 43-yard line. So now, 2nd down and a country mile here. 58 seconds to go. They'll wind the clock. The Falcons, I just sit on this here. It looks like they're going to hurry up to the line and try to run a play. 3 wide receivers to the outside, nobody there. Triplett keeps it. Got blockers heading toward the sidelines. He'll get out of bounds right near midfield, but that will stop the clock with 40.8 seconds to go and a 3rd and very long. So, and there's another penalty in the middle of the field. Let's see what they call here. As they look, there's the spot of the foul, the end of the run. So now they're looking at the coach of the Golden Eagles. He's going to push them back. So the Falcons, it looks like another hold against the Falcons, and they're going to back them up another 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Nope, they're going to go from the previous spot back to the 33-yard line of the Falcons. Wind it with 37 seconds. They give it to Noah Erod. Erod busts into space. He's heading toward the sidelines. He's got one man to beat. He will be pushed out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So a huge run by Erod puts the Falcons in business. 19 and a half seconds to go. Falcons need to hurry up and get to the line. So Erod with a big run. 1st down. And they will just mark it in play. So Erod did get out of bounds. So now the Falcons, be careful with the ball here. Got an opportunity. Liplett takes the snap. Hands it off to McNeely. McNeely's got to make some moves. Gets inside. Still on his feet. Will run it all the way in for the touchdown. And the Falcons overcome a 2nd and about 40 to punch this in the end zone for the score. They'll put 6 more on the board. It's now 22-12, 10-point lead for the Falcons. And they'll go for 2 again. And they get the ball to start the second half. 11.6 to go before halftime. And you can see the dejection by the Golden Eagles head coach right here, hands on head, cannot believe what his team just gave up. Snap, moving the pile inside. They'll push him over, and the Falcons get the 2-point conversion. They're up 24-12 with 11.6 remaining in the half. Kickoff coming up here in a moment on the Falcons Sports Network. Noah Erod on a huge play. Second down, I don't know the exact numbers. It's between 30 and 40 yards. He was able to take it from the Falcon 33 all the way down to the 10-yard line. And then the Falcons able to punch it in on the next play. Liam McNeely with the touchdown. And then the 2-point conversion added, so the Falcons are up by 12, now by 2 scores, 24-12. Grace has 2 timeouts, but they only have 11.6 seconds to go here before halftime. So now Brian Lombardo brings out the tee and the ball front, and he'll kick it off from the 40-yard line. Lombardo's kick, deep kick toward the sideline, and it will bounce out of bounds. And so the Golden Eagles will start from the 35-yard line. Like I said, they've got 11.6 seconds and 2 timeouts to try to get 65 yards here. So now the ball in play for the Golden Eagles. They'll have 3 wide receivers. I'm sure they'll look to throw the ball downfield. And now a timeout looks like is going to be taken by the Golden Eagles here as they decided to talk about it here. 2 timeouts. You figure you may have 2 plays. Maybe 3 if you can get one out of bounds. So that second timeout, probably not as important. You have 1 timeout. Probably can get 1 big play down the middle. If you can get them down and get a timeout, you might have a chance for 2 plays. Right now, the Falcons just want to bend but don't break here. Make sure that they don't give up anything big here to end the first half. So, again, Noah Erod having a great game here for the Falcons. To put him in position with some big runs. So now the ball in play. Falcons with 2 down linemen. Man sent in motion. They'll hand it off to him. Cut back in the middle. This is what you can't let happen. Hayward trying to run away down the sidelines, and he will take it all the way for the score. That is the one thing that could not happen for the Falcons. Shepard Hayworth takes it all the way in for the score, 24-18. And now Golden Eagles will go for 2. That was the one thing that the Falcons could not let happen here to end the first half. Time has expired, so this will be the last play of the first half here, the extra point attempt. I said before, Falcons will get the ball to start the second half. And now whistles. And Grace will take their final timeout of the first half. So back with the extra point here in a moment on the Falcons Sports Network. Now the Golden Eagles will line it up to go for 2. They will spread out 3 wide receivers. Matthews will take the snap from shotgun. Got it. He's rolling out, looking for the pylon himself. He'll reach it out. He will get across. And so that will get the first 2-point conversion for the Golden Eagles. And so that will get us to the halftime score. Falcons leading at 24-20. Falcons will have the kickoff to start the second half. We'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes with the second half here on the Falcons Sports Network. 90 seconds from starting the second half here. FCA up 24-20. They will get the ball to start the second half on the kickoff. Falcons had a 12-point lead there with 11 seconds to go in the first half, but gave up a touchdown run of 65 yards to Shepard Hayworth. So the Falcons right now up 24-20. We'll get the ball back. Now need to score to get it back to a two-possession ball game. So Shepard Hayworth right now by himself keeping the Golden Eagles in the game. Noah Erod, big game for the Falcons in the first half. Had some big runs, none bigger than as time was running out in the second half. Right before the touchdown by the Golden Eagles, the Falcons had a couple of holding penalties that backed them up inside their own 35, had second and about 30 to 40 yards. Erod able to run it down to the 10-yard line of the Golden Eagles. Liam McNeely punched it in on the next play. So this is the TSIAA semifinal middle school football game. Winner of this game will play at CCS on Saturday evening. Against the Colts. The Colts will host the middle school championship. The three teams split the games between them. Falcons beat the Colts. Colts beat Grace Academy, and then Grace Academy beat the Falcons. So all three teams finished the league with a 1-1 record. There was a coin flip to determine the number one seed. The Colts won the coin flip. And another coin flip to determine who would host the semifinal middle school game, and Grace won that coin flip. So the Falcons had to travel today. Find themselves up by 4 here as we start the third quarter, with the Golden Eagles to kick off. $16 minutes of football left. There's a line drive kick that is going to be covered around the 36-yard line by Silas Payne. So the Falcons will have the ball to start around the 36, 37-yard line. Falcons up by 4, 24-20. As we get the third quarter going, Falcons will hand it off in the backfield. And it'll be a run. Bouncing to the outside is Noah Erod. He's going to get another first down and more across midfield, as he will go actually right at midfield is where they will mark it as he goes out of bounds. And a big gain for the Falcons. 17 yards out to midfield, 1st and 10. So Erod, he bounced in the in, got up in the inside, looked like it was going to be bottled up, bounced it to the outside, got to the sidelines and made some big yards. Now Falcons again in a power I formation under center. Handoff. Erod has it again, got a blocker out in front. McNeely, he's going to get close to another first down. He will be a couple of yards short. They'll mark him at the 42. So a gain of 8 yards for Noah Erod. So 2nd down and 2 coming up for the Falcons. Falcons again go with the power I. Handoff this time to McNeely, the up back. He gets through, still dragging players. He gets down to the 35, across the 35 to the 34. And so Liam McNeely gets the Falcons another first down. So right now, Falcons come out playing power football here to start. Continue to push forward. Hand off to Erod. Erod met in the middle and brought down, but he will gain about 3 or 4. So Matthews comes up to make the stop. It'll be 3. Falcons been able to use a trio of running backs, McNeely, Erod, and also Lincoln Davis with a few good runs. Falcons in bunching up, and now crowding at the line is the defense, and McNeely's going to get stuffed right in the middle. He's not going to go anywhere, maybe a yard. Looks like they might give him 2, get it across the 35 down to the 34. So 3rd and 5 coming up for the Falcons. As that time, the defense for the Golden Eagles just piled the box right there in the center of the field, dared the Falcons to run it inside. I'd like to see them, if the defense shows that again, to jump it, bounce it to the outside. Now, straight handoff. Erod has it, cuts back on Hayworth. He's going to get the first down and more as he falls across the 35 down to the 33, and the Falcons get another first down. Hayworth's initial contact with him was up about the 35. It would have been short, but Erod able to power through it. So with 5:13 now to go in the third quarter. Falcons moving. This is the first possession of the second half. Leading by 4. Falcons come up to the line. Lippett will take the snap in shotgun. He'll keep it himself, try to bounce to the outside. He gets the corner, cuts it back in. He'll take a lick at the 30. As coming up to meet him and tackle him, number 3, Hayworth. But Lippett able to gain about 4 yards on the play up to the 19-yard line. So Falcons in the red zone. 2nd down and about 6. Snap. Handoff to the outside, and a penalty is going to be called as knocked out of bounds will be Lincoln Davis, but a flag down at about the 12-yard line. And right now the Golden Eagles motioning at the Falcons for a hold, but the officials are going to talk about there's 2 flags down actually. Going to have a hold against the Falcons. Personal foul, face mask against the defense. Those penalties will offset, so we'll replay the down. So we'll go back to the mark. He'll still be 2nd down and about 6. So they'll bring the ball back to the 19-yard line. So wipe off a big play. And a big run by Lincoln Davis had gotten it inside the 5 down close to the 2. So now the Falcons will reset it here. Clock with 4:07 to go, so almost halfway through the third quarter. Erod with it, cuts it back into the middle. Gets tackled close to the line to gain as Hayworth makes the stop, but they're going to give him the first down. Erod with enough, going to get a gain of 7. They will mark it just short of the 10-yard line, looks like at about the 11 or 12. So the Falcons can get a first down without scoring a touchdown here. So it looks like they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Handoff into the middle. I believe that's McNeely. He's going to get down close to the 5-yard line. So Liam McNeely with another good gain. 6 yards down to the 5-yard line. And so 2nd and 4 coming up. Falcons can get a first down without scoring the touchdown. They've eaten up almost 5 minutes of this third quarter on this drive as we approach 3 minutes to go. Snap. Handoff up the middle. Big push in the pile. Let's see where they mark it. It's going to be close to a first down. Erod with the carry as the officials now will look. They're going to say 3rd and 1 as they'll mark him a yard short. So the Falcons will line up again. 2.5 minutes to go. A great drive here by the Falcons to start this second half. Power I formation again. Erod gets it, pushes through the line. He'll get in for the touchdown. Falcons put 6 more on the board, now back up by 10 at 30-20. And the Falcons will go for 2 to try to stretch this lead back out to 12. Big drive by the Falcons as they eat up 5 minutes and 39 seconds of this third quarter on their opening drive. Snap. Pass toward the back corner. The end zone is good for the 2-point conversion. And so the Falcons add 2 more on the board. It's 32-20. Falcons with the lead here. 2:21 to go here in the third quarter. Back with kickoff in a moment here on the Falcons Sports Network. Falcons take the opening drive of the second half in for the score to retake a 12-point lead. So a 2-possession ball game, 2:21 to go here in the third quarter. The Falcons will kick it off. Brian Lombardo will tee it up from the 40-yard line. Kick by Lombardo is a line drive here toward the sidelines. It will go out of bounds between the 40 and the 35-yard line, around the 38. And so that will be where they'll put the ball in play. It is a penalty, but it is closer than the 35, so they'll mark it there at the 38. And that is where the Golden Eagles will take over here with their first possession of the second half. Or they're going to mark it up 5 yards from the end of the kick. Put it at the 49 or the 44. So they get kick plus 5. The kick went out of bounds plus 5 yards. So Grace Academy at the 44-yard line, their own. They'll send Hayworth in motion, looking to throw. Throwing, looking down the sidelines, overthrow out of bounds, looking again for number 22 as pass intended for Talon Rogers. Rogers scored their first touchdown for the Golden Eagles in the first quarter on a pass over the top. Grace took an early 6-0 lead. Falcons answered. And it was back and forth there for the first 2 series. Falcons, though, got their 2-point conversions. It was 16-12. Then 2 scores right to end the half. It was our halftime score, 24-20. Now, handoff And the Falcons are going to get him tackled and down across midfield, close to a first down.
Tackle made by number 80, Josiah Rogers.
Rogers with the stop. So now a 3rd down and 2 coming up.
80-yard gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
And now quarterback will go under center. And we'll get the Falcons to move. On the hard count, that'll be a free 5 yards. And so offsides on the defense, and that will give the Golden Eagles a first down. So a free first down for the Golden Eagles. Again, defensive line has to be disciplined in that situation. Watch the football, not listening to the quarterback. I know it's difficult when the quarterback's under center and he's right there at you. But you got to focus on the ball, not the sounds. So now the Golden Eagles with a first down. Hayward in motion. Looking back to throw. Hit as he throws it short, and it will fall incomplete. As the pass intended for Rogers falls incomplete. Liam McNeely on the coverage there. Matthews' pass went just a little bit, was overthrown. Snap. Matthews keeps it. He's going to be tackled from behind. Good play by Noah Erod there, the middle linebacker coming over to make the stop. As Matthews was looking off the handoff, he got slowed up just a little bit. I think that was number 40. It was Ellington Russum who grabbed him as he went by, almost stripped the ball. Gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. So 3rd and 9 coming up. Clock running as we approach 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Snap. Matthews looking to throw. Throws over the middle of the field. He's got a man. It's going to be caught by Hayworth, and he's going to be brought down across the 30, down to the 26. And now there's a flag back here. And we're going to have an illegal formation against the offense. That 5-yard penalty is going to erase the big play to Hayward. 13.2 seconds to go. He wondered. It looked like the receiver on the far end was supposed to be up. He moved back. That put 4 of the 8 in the backfield. You're only allowed 3 in the backfield. And so legal formation negates a big gain. So now 3rd and 14 coming up. So Falcons a chance here if they can get a stop. Put a lot of pressure on the Golden Eagles defense. 3rd down. Matthews takes the snap, looking to throw. Falcons coming with pressure. Throw down the sidelines, looking for Hayworth. It falls incomplete. Hayworth wasn't even looking back. Now 4th down coming up in 14. So a great opportunity here for the Falcon defense. This could be a big play in the game here. Golden Eagles down 2 scores. Got to get a first down. The Falcon offense has been working, been able to play a little power football. Their last drive, they took off over 5 minutes. Golden Eagles can't afford to give up another drive like that. So the Falcons, a great opportunity here if they can get a defensive stop and get the ball back and run some time off. 8.6 seconds. Could be the last play of the third quarter, depending on how long this play lasts. Snap. Looking to throw. He's going to throw up. Falcons try to get it. Hayward's got it. Brings it down, sheds the defender, and gets in the end zone. Hayward over Silas Payne. Makes the catch. And puts 6 on the board. Make it 32-26 on the last play of the third quarter. So each team gets a touchdown here in the third quarter. So this puts the pressure back on the Falcons to keep scoring. Now a 2-point conversion. Chance with a 2-point conversion, make this a 4-point game. Snap. Looking for space. Falcons bring him down. Did they bring him down short? They did. The 2-point conversion's no good, so the Falcons keep this at a 6-point game. And so that is the end of the third quarter. So we'll start the fourth. Falcons to receive the kickoff here in a moment on the Falcons Sports Network. Join us tomorrow night at 5 o'clock as the middle school volleyball begins their quest for a tournament championship. So they'll be taking on CCS at Ward Gymnasium. Come out and support the Falcons if you can. If you can't, you can catch all the action here on the Falcons Sports Network. Got one more quarter left for you here in regulation. Falcons up by 6, 32-26. Winner of this game travels up to White House on Saturday in the TSIAA Middle School Football Championship. If the Falcons are in that game, we will have it for you here on the Falcons Sports Network. A lot of time, a whole quarter here, 8 minutes on the clock. A lot can happen. Falcons need a score here to get it back to a 2-possession game. They have to answer everything that the Golden Eagles do. They convert a 4th and 14 to get back within 6. And for the Falcons, it'd be great if they could produce another 5-minute drive here. So now the Golden Eagles have 8 players on the field. So we get ready for the kickoff. And it is a squib kick. The Falcons will cover it right at the 50-yard line. It's number 80, Josiah Rogers with recovery. It's right at the 49-yard line. So the Falcons will start this possession right at midfield. So now the Falcons will be looking to push this ball down. They need a score. If they could run some time off this clock, get it back to a 2-possession ball game, would be huge. But they've got to keep the power football going, as they have just been able so far tonight to line it up. Run right at Grace. Now Grace again puts 7 in the box. They'll hand it off to Erod. Erod slips through. He's going to get close to a first down. We'll see where they mark him. Button on the tackle. Falcons get 9. I think right now, no hurry for the Falcons, especially on a 2nd and 1. Under center again. Takes the snap. Give it to McNeely this time. McNeely's going to get the first down across the 40, down close to the 38. So a gain of 4 gives the Falcons the first down. So the Falcons reset the chains here. Keep the clock moving. Or actually 39, they back it up. So it's a three-yard gain. Falcons step up to the line again in power I. Snap was bobbled there for a minute. Erod gets it, runs into the middle, and he will fall forward. Maybe 2 on the play, make it 2nd and 8.
1 yard gain on the play. It's 2nd down.
Back it up. They may have a yard and a half. So 2nd down, long 8 coming up. Falcons change the formation. Silas Payne in at wide receiver here at the bottom. Hand off to Erod. Erod up the middle, cuts it back. Erod heading down the sidelines. 1 man to beat, heads for the pylon, gets it, and it's a touchdown for Noah Erod. Erod runs it in, and the Falcons get that 2-possession lead back. 38 yards for the touchdown, and the Falcons will now line it up to go for 2. Star of the game definitely for the Falcons. Noah Erod made some big plays tonight. Now the Falcons will go for 2. Liplet under center. Takes snap. He'll take it himself. They'll try to shove him across the line, and he got it in. So the score now is 6 minutes exactly to go. Falcons up 40-26. So the Falcons now with a 14-point lead here with 6 minutes to go in the ball game. 2-possession game. Need to make Grace work for this. Run some time off the clock. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left. So the Falcons' second half, 2 possessions, 2 scores. 2 two-point conversions. Part of the difference in this ballgame right now is that fact the Falcons have converted their 2-point conversions. For the Golden Eagles, it's been about 50-50. Falcons have converted all but 1. Lombardo tees it up, getting ready to kick off. Lombardo's kick, onside kick, dribbling, touched. Let's see who gets it. If the Falcons get it, it's their ball. He was first touched by the Golden Eagles. Falcons have the ball. The Falcons have it. Josiah Rogers comes out of the pile with the ball, and the Falcons on the onside kick recover it. Even though it did not go 10 yards, it was first touched by a receiver. And so at that point, once the ball is touched by the receiving team, then the Falcons can jump on it, which they did. They'll mark the ball at the 49-yard line. That's where the Falcons will have it. 1st and 10 now. The Falcons Now that's where they will put it in play. Falcons, big chance here. Boy, if they could score here, they would almost put this game away. Snap. Handoff. McNeely, first man through. Gets up to across midfield. Down to the 47-yard line of the Golden Eagles. So a gain of 4, 2nd and 6 for the Falcons. Should really not be in a hurry here with a 2-score advantage. Up by 14. Want to bleed as much of this clock here right now as you can. Maybe even get to the point where you force the Golden Eagles to use their timeouts. Now Erod gets it. Fakes the inside, bounces through, then goes through the middle. He got the first down and more across the 40-yard line. Down around the 37, I believe. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Falcons there. Falcons go under center. And now the Falcons will take their first timeout. So the Falcons take their first timeout. 4:37 to go in the ballgame. Falcons up 40-26. They'll have it 1st and 10 when we come back here on the Falcons Sports Network. Four minutes, 37 seconds to go here. Falcons trying to punch their ticket to the championship game on Saturday night. Up by 14, 40-26. Looking to possibly, if they could score here, get it to a 3-possession game, which really could seal it. McNeely again through the middle. Gets across the 35. Down to around the 32-yard line. So gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 coming up. Said the Falcons right now, time is on their side. No reason to rush up to the line. Snap. Handoff. Erod. Erod pushes his way through the pile. He's going to get enough for the first down. Cross the 25 down to the 24, and the Falcons will reset the chains with 3:46 to go. And at some point, you got to think the Golden Eagles will have to start thinking about using their timeouts. Clock running, 3:45 to go. Snap, handoff to Erod in the middle. They'll push the line ahead. He'll get down to around the 25, and now a whistle as we will get the first timeout taken by Grace Academy, and you had to think at this point they've got to start using their timeouts. With 3:18 to go in the game, back in a moment here on the Falcons Sports Network. Second and 6 coming up for the Falcons out of the timeout. We've got 3 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the ball game to determine who goes to White House to play CCS on Saturday night in the TSIAA Middle School Football Championship. Long time out here. Falcons coming back out on the field. Again, to remind you, our next broadcast will be tomorrow evening as the middle school girls volleyball team will start their tournament postseason against CCS. First serve, I think, scheduled for 5 o'clock. If you can't make it to Ward Gymnasium to support the ladies, you can catch all the action here on the Falcons Sports Network. Falcons go under center, hand off to Erod again. He goes into the center of the line, tries to push the pile forward. He'll fall forward. He's going to be close. He'll be just short of a first down. And so the Eagles will take their second timeout. They'll have one left with 3:11 to go here in the ball game. Back in a moment on the Falcons Sports Network. .311 to go here in the fourth quarter. Falcons with 3rd and about 2 coming up here, leading by 14, 40-26. Golden Eagles can stop the clock only one more time. Power formation. And now we got a whistle. I think you're going to get a illegal snap, false start against the Falcons. That's going to back them up 5 yards. So that's going to bring 3rd and 7 now instead of 3rd and 2. The Falcons looked a little confused there, either on the snap count or just coming out of time. Just did not look ready. So now a big 4 yards. Now they'll send Payne out at wideout. Liplet takes the snap. Hands it off, I think, to McNeely. McNeely will fall forward, get back to 5 yards. And so far, Grace is not. Now they will call their final timeout. So Grace Baptist Academy, the Golden Eagles call their final timeout with 2:55 to go in the ball game. A 4th down and 3 coming up for the Falcons. If the Falcons can get a first down, they can just kneel on it at that point. The game should be, or be close to being in kneel down position. But they should be able, if they can get another first down here, they should be able to run almost all the clock off. So big play coming up. And actually the game on the line here. Golden Eagles need a defensive stop to give their team one more chance. Falcons, a first down will pretty much seal the deal. 4th down and 3. Falcons have to get close to the 15, 14-yard line. If they can get inside the 15, that'll be a 1st down. So the Falcons take the snap from shotgun. High snap. Erod has it. Going for the sidelines. He's got the 1st down and more down inside the 10-yard line. And now a flag is thrown there on the end of the play. Near disaster as the snap was fumbled. As right now the officials discussing the penalties. A flag came in at the end of the play. A dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Falcons. Now, it's a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. And that, I believe, would negate the 1st down. Or will the Falcons have a 1st down? So now it'll be 1st and goal. So the 1st down was gained. It was after the play. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 19-yard line for the Falcons. So they get the 1st down they need. Now they don't need to snap it. They snap it quickly. Handoff. Erod around the side will get inside the 15. So 2:33 to go. The Golden Eagles have no timeouts left. The Falcons need to run this down. In fact, I would almost, you're not taking a delay of game, but you got 2 timeouts. Let the clock run all the way down to almost a delay of game. Start taking your timeouts to run as much clock as you possibly can. They snap it. Give to Erod. Erod into the middle. Hold on to the ball. Down close to the 10-yard line. 1:51 to go. Sorry. I'm watching the game. Not got the camera there in the angle. Now we have a player down for the Golden Eagles, and this is what you don't want to see here toward the end of the game. I want to see players get hurt. So we got 1:45 to go. It will be 3rd and goal for the Falcons. And players up on his own power are going to walk off the field. And so now for the Falcons, 1:45 to go. 3rd and goal from right at about the 10-yard line. I'll roll the clock. Falcons should be able to run this under 120 if they want to 131 now. And now the countdown begins, so the Falcons need to snap it. There it is. Hand off to Erod. Erod through the middle. Looking for the goal line. He will be tripped up and brought down inside the 5. And so Hayworth gets the tackle, but now 4th and goal. So now if the Falcons can punch this in here, it's going to be less than a minute to go. We'll see what the Falcons decide to do. I'd almost just run it down and take a timeout. I think that's what Coach Hill's going to do. He's trying to get he's getting the attention of the side judge. And now they will take a timeout with 38 seconds to go. So they run off as much clock as they can. With 38 seconds to go, Falcons will have it 4th and goal from inside the 5. Looks like about the 3-yard line. We'll be back after this timeout here on the Falcons Sports Network. First thing for priority for the Falcons here is take care of the football. Give yourself a chance. They can get this in the end zone. This game is done. 38 seconds to go. Chance to get to a 3-score game. But they got to execute. Have to execute here. Even if a turnover on downs, though, is still going to put the Golden Eagles deep in their own territory. Here we go. 4th down. Snap. And flags down. That's huge. That's going to move the Falcons back 5 yards on the false start. It's still 4th down, but now instead of 4th and 3, it's going to be 4th and 8. So now from the 8-yard line. So now again, just take care of the football. You don't want any type of turnover with a return. Even if you turn it over on downs here, you're going to give them the ball back with about 30 seconds to go. Down 2 scores, and then you can just play bend but don't break defense. So they're going to put 38. The time had run down to 36.9 because of the false start. So they're going to reset the clock to 38 seconds. If they can. So right now the delay is we're waiting on the scoreboard to get reset. And it looks like having a little trouble here. There it is. Now they got 38 seconds on the clock. So now they put the ball, mark the ball for play. Falcons have about 8 yards to get to the end zone. But again, they got to take care of the ball, even if it's a turnover on downs. Throw to the end zone is intercepted. This is what you didn't want. They could get a return, but the Falcons do a good job of bringing Hayward down. That was dangerous for a moment. 31 seconds to go. Hayward made the interception. As right now, the Falcons can breathe a little sigh of relief. So he wasn't able to return it very far. They got it out to about the 15-yard line, so they'll go from scrimmage there to 16. Again, they have no timeouts. A tackle inbounds will make it very difficult here. 31 seconds to go. You know they're going to throw it downfield. Falcons need good coverage. Don't let anyone by you. So still plenty of time. If they can score on one play, and you know they can, they're going to throw a deep ball down the middle of the field for Hayward. That's going to be too far and fall incomplete. Silas Payne back there on defense. As they tried to throw one down the middle of the field. Falcons did a good job of covering there. .6 seconds now. Not much time taken off the clock. 2nd and 10. The down really won't matter unless we get to 4th. Right now for the Falcons, just make a play. Keep them in front of you. There's the snap. Looking to throw. Throws it toward the sidelines. Caught. Now just going to tackle him in bounds. They do. The question is enough for the first down? It's not. That ball, the clock will run 13 seconds. They need to down it. They do, and a flag's going to be thrown because the player on the outside was not set. This is huge. It's right at 10 seconds. If it's a 10-second runoff, the game's over. The clock is running, and a penalty happens if this is like, I'm not sure on the middle school, the high school rule, but if it's like the college rule, it's a 10-second runoff, and that should be it. It was a false start against the offense. really shouldn't be a false start, is the player wasn't set. So back him up 5 yards. It's still third down, but 10 seconds to go. I mean, for the Falcons, you'd rather just have the down count, but they called it a dead ball. It should not have been a dead ball. That's a live ball foul. It was not that the player was moving at the snap. He was never set to begin with. It should have been an illegal motion. All right. 10 seconds to go. Hand off to Hayward. Hayward goes down the sidelines. Just let him run. If he wants to run off the clock, it's going to run the clock out. Hayward is on the run down the sidelines. He'll score. But his score won't matter as time runs out. The touchdown makes it 40-32. Unless there is there a penalty? As the officials talk about it. It was something against the Falcons? It's a penalty against the Falcons. It's declined. The touchdown stands. But that will end the game. And the Falcons will move on to the championship as they will take the win 40-32. So the Falcons will play on Saturday night at CCS as they get payback for the loss that they had here back in Labor Day weekend in early September. The Falcons win it. They will live to play another day. And so we will have that game for you on Saturday night from White House at CCS. The Falcons will take on the Colts in the TSIAA Middle School Football Championship. Your final score once again from Chattanooga. The Falcons win it 40-32. I'm Will Shipman. Glad you could join us here on the Falcons Sports Network. We will see you next week, and have a great evening, and God bless.